All y'all going to jail. Every single one of you are going to jail. So I'm just waking up and I'm seeing everybody commenting on White House posts and then commenting on my post saying that, oh, I went over and commented after I saw your post. I just want to make it very clear, I did not instruct any of y'all to go comment on that White House post.
So the White House had created a TikTok and it went so poorly for them that Billy McLaughlin, the director of digital content, actually ended up resigning yesterday. He said, "It's been good, it's been great, I gots to go." It could definitely have something to do with the countless amount of memes that are in there. You guys are cracking me up.
It just keeps getting worse for the Trump White House TikTok. Take a look at what is happening. You probably saw the Trump White House is now on TikTok, and it is not going well. Every single video has been ratioed, including this one where the ratio is double the number of likes. But the comments are really the best part. The good people of TikTok are really showing the White House a good time. Of everyone from the biggest political creators on this app, like Aaron Parnas, who has the top comment on this post saying, "Where are the files? Will you release them?"
Welcome back to the channel, my people. I do hope that from wherever you are watching this from, you are doing all right, and hopefully God has protected you and preserved you very well. Thank you to all of you that support me on here. Big shout out to my members. You guys do me amazing. And yes, we do have another interesting episode. Man, Trump decided to test the waters by, letting the White House open up a TikTok account. Probably to check how popular he is, because apparently he believes that Gen Z supported him last year and that's why he won. But you won't believe the amount of trolling that account is getting, to an extent that one of the person that is supposed to be, the head of whatever content or their channel pages and stuff had to resign because it was too much. We have to look at some of these videos and reactions from the Americans. We'll come back and talk about it. Do me a favor, like the video, share it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will be back.
The comments are diabolical. Go to the White House's TikTok page immediately and click on any post, and look at the comments. I know they're crashing out. I just heard that the person who was in charge of the social media page for the White House has either resigned or was fired because it is out of control. The people are peopling and saying what they really think. Go have a laugh. You deserve it.
All y'all going to jail. Every single one of you are going to jail. So I'm just waking up and I'm seeing everybody commenting on White House posts and then commenting on my post saying that, oh, I went over and commented after I saw your post. I just want to make it very clear, I did not instruct any of y'all to go comment on that White House post. I did not tell y'all to go comment on the White House page. Just so you know, the National Guard is probably waiting outside your front door right now because you went over there and commented on that post. And I will not be taking responsibility for any of y'all. Y'all went over there yourselves. Those were your fingers typing those comments and posting those pictures. And you just need to be prepared to go to jail. So don't y'all try to implicate me in the reason why y'all commented on the White House page.
We have some news right now. The White House launched its official TikTok account, and well, it's being completely trolled across social media right now and has been ratioed practically by people on TikTok. The White House didn't really think this through because it's backfiring. Late last night, the White House posted its first TikTok. Since then, it's posted 3 others. And on every single TikTok that it's posted, it's had a plethora, thousands of comments of people trolling the Trump administration and this White House, including pictures of Gavin Newsom shirtless and more. They're also demanding and asking for the release of the files. The White House's official account has only actually grown only about 120,000 or so followers as of this post. And it's interesting that the White House thought it would come on TikTok and would get a great reception because that's what Donald Trump has long said, that TikTok has supported him essentially. But at least at the beginning, right now, people are just trolling the White House. So spread the word. I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along for all the news you need to know.
Donald Trump's meme director, good old Billy, said he's out. Like he literally quit because the new White House TikTok account got uploaded with Epstein comments. Like people aren't holding back. They are coming in full force. He tweeted out, serving as director of digital content for President Donald J. Trump was the most meaningful and intense chapter of my professional life. But if you thought it stopped there, hell no. Look at the shit that they putting on the White House TikTok account. People aren't holding back. Count me out. If they could arrest a lot of motherfuckers, it'll be a whole lot of people going to jail. Like, why y'all do these people like this? Oh, wait. Count me out. If good old Billy couldn't take the heat, who's going to be the one to step up and be the new meme director for Donald Trump?
It's time to speak up. If I had one wish right now, it would be that Donald Trump stay up all night reading the comments on his new White House TikTok page. If you guys haven't been to see the White House TikTok page, just a few minutes ago, they had 2 videos posted, and the comments do not disappoint. Way to go, America. You understood the assignment. And let's just all hope that Mr. Trump spends the night. We know he loves to be on social media in the middle of the night. Hope he stays up all night reading the comments. That would be, the one bright spot in this apocalypse. So go love your neighbor.
Official White House page is making fun of motherfucking deportations, illegal ones at that. You got then y'all making fun and making jokes and making memes about tearing down the motherfucking government. But this whole administration has a fucking collective mucking brain cell of a fucking peanut, and then y'all making jokes and laughing and memes, and you guys in the comments laughing and kiki and being in my comments I'm swinging on. This is not a reality motherfucking TV show. This is the government, the White House. You're a motherfucking representative, ho. For the United States of America, you playing around? The part is there's kids on this mother app that are laughing and thinking this shit fucking funny, and these are real people's lives that are being affected, and y'all start making a joke out of it? Do you know how many people are going to be affected at the end of the day because of the jokes and the slander that you're doing towards people's motherfucking families and their livelihood and their way to motherfucking make money in the United States of America? There are so many people struggling, and you think that it's a motherfucking joke, and then you're going to make the White House a meme page? All of this is motherfucking done when Donald Trump is no longer in the motherfucking office, when all of these Republicans are no longer in their motherfuckers in their seats. Imagine what the fuck is going to happen to you. Whoever the fuck is behind that White House page, I promise you, you bitch will not have a motherfucking job in the United States of America. You might want to go across these motherfuckers seas, but the way this mother bitch, no country is going to want you.
Okay, have you seen the White House? The White House put its TikTok channel up. Check out the comments.
I just got 3 things to say.
Oh.
God bless our troops. God bless America.
The comments do not disappoint.
I just got 3 things to say.
The comments are...
God bless our troops. God bless America.
Oh, dude. You gotta go. Just go to the TikTok page and check out the comments.
The White House created a TikTok account, and they are being absolutely wrecked in the comments. Take a look at this. We got an illegal White House TikTok before y'all released the Epstein files. And another one says, so does that mean that China is stealing data from the White House? Also, release the damn Epstein files. Here we have our voices screaming, release the Epstein files. Another one says, White House deleting the comments. Even the Midas touches in the comments saying to release the files. And that's just some of it. You guys need to go over there and see it for yourself. As always, follow for more. Share the news. Fuzz and Captain out.
Just when I thought I was having a day, I popped over to the brand new White House TikTok account and perused the comments section, and boy, they're fighting for their lives over there in that comments section. That's pretty fucking funny stuff. Guys, unclear what's going to happen with TikTok at this point. They're selling it. It's becoming M2. They changed all the guidelines, the community guidelines and stuff. I get so many more violations now than I ever have before for totally innocuous stuff, right? Even my historical posts. I talk a lot about racial justice and racial history in this country. I've had several of my posts be taken down for discussing historical events, which of course is the exact same thing they're trying to do with this whole Smithsonian revamp. You know, their goal is to rewrite history. This is authoritarianism 101. It's sick. You got to paint yourself as the good guy. And part of that is making sure that the correct, appropriate history is being told. So they don't want us sharing information with each other. They sure as hell don't want any kind of damaging propaganda out there about the white man. So they're going to get rid of that. And now they're just guns blazing over there in the comments of their TikTok account. Listen, I mean, do what you want, obviously, but just tread lightly. I'll say that. Tread lightly. Careful over there in the comment section. It's shark-infested waters.
It just keeps getting worse for the Trump White House TikTok. Take a look at what is happening. Probably saw the Trump White House is now on TikTok, and it is not going well. Every single video has been ratioed, including this one where the ratio is double the number of likes. The comments are really the best part. The good people of TikTok are really showing the White House a good time. Of everyone from the biggest political creators on this app, like Aaron Parnas, who has the top comment on this post saying, "Where are the files? Will you release them?" People are spamming them with memes and photos like this. And don't forget this. Or how about this one? Also, people are commenting and posting pro Gavin Newsom comments. Look, we need more of this energy online. I feel like all the time online, the right is trolling, the right is dominating these spaces, and so we have to do that back. It's not about giving them more engagement, it's about showing them up on a platform that they think that they own. So go ahead, go to their page, post a meme on there, and let's add to that ratio. Amazing work.
So the White House had created a TikTok, and it went so poorly for them that Billy McLaughlin, the director of digital content, actually ended up resigning yesterday. He said, "It's been good, it's been great, I got to go." It could definitely have something to do with the countless amount of memes that are in there. You guys are cracking me up. These are absolutely fantastic. I really think that they thought it was going to be the same as their Truth Social and the responses that they get over there. Oh, how they just really underestimated that. Not only are you guys posting these hilarious pictures over there, but Aaron Parnas is just about in every comment section at the very top asking them where the files are. There is no way that we are keeping TikTok after this. There's no way. And there are people saying, well, it's a trap. Yeah, it probably is. But you know what? Let the people file their grievances. Let them have the fun that they deserve to have.
So everybody's been saying that TikTok is going away next month. We have definitive proof that it's not. Because Trump just started a White House TikTok channel. Which, unfortunately, I took this screenshot last night and it was at 45,000 followers. As of this morning, it's at over 100,000. But a lot of those are definitely left-wing trolls. Because while it only has a few videos, every single comment section is full of people saying, "Hey, where are the Epstein files?" And only great presidents get a Nobel Peace Prize like Obama. The comments are just full of people making fun of him. People making sure to leave lots of insinuating comments. And this is based a lot on what I said before, because Reuters reported that Trump has a soft spot for the app, crediting it with helping him gain support among young voters when he defeated Kamala Harris in the November election. Defeated. So like I said, the reason he's keeping TikTok around and why he had his people start a White House account is because he wants to spread his propaganda to people of a younger generation. But let's be honest, at this point, you either love Trump and worship the ground he walks on, or you know exactly who he is and you fight him. But he's trying to do everything he can to indoctrinate the younger people into thinking he's Jesus. And the way he hopes to do it is through this app, which is why if they ever do get rid of the app and open up a US-only version, it's going to be his propaganda machine, which is the second we all have to piece this out.
So I woke up yesterday and I found out that the White House has its own TikTok page. And I was like, yes, let's see the comments, just like everyone else. And I started scrolling through and trolling. And then I realized, wait a minute, they have their comments on. Why would they do that? They know they're going to get trolled. They know that they're not welcome on TikTok. They already know they almost lost the election. Well, another story. Anyway, something in my soul just did not sit well. And I'm like, I bet you they're keeping tabs. I bet you that they are writing all those names down. And I'm not going to be on there. I'm sorry. I blocked them. And I think that if you're smart, you should block them too, because there's no way that this isn't calculated and this isn't for something. Oh, and Alligator Alley is getting shut down for inhumane conditions. So we're going to take our little win, but don't mess with the White House TikTok. Don't put your name on that list. Warning.
The White House is officially on TikTok. What did they think was going to happen by posting on this platform? Did they think it was going to go well? Did they think that they wouldn't get trolled so hard? It is baffling to me why this administration is on so many social media platforms. Like, it's bad enough that Trump himself clearly is in charge of posting all day and night on his Truth Social. And that, in and of itself, is absolute absurdity and ridiculousness. But now, they're on this platform. I think one of the best parts is they don't even realize how ridiculous they are. Like, everything that they do is just a giant distraction from what we really want, which, by the way, is the Epstein files.
The White House is now on TikTok. And let's just sit with that for a second. This is an administration that calls China our biggest adversary, has spent years calling this app a national security threat, so why would they officially join a platform that they themselves say is poison? Like many of you, I've spent the last 9 months following this story very closely, and after all of the research I've done, there's one thing that I can say for certain, which is that nobody is telling us the whole truth. But they have left behind clues, and when you look at those, a terrifying picture starts to form. And I want to connect some of those dots for you now. We've been fed a very simple story here, that there are one of two options that are going to happen. Either A, TikTok gets sold to an American buyer, American company, or B, it gets banned. And this fantasy, I believe, was designed to make us stop asking questions. First of all, a sale is impossible. China's government would never allow ByteDance to sell its algorithm. This is not a piece of software. This is a crown jewel to China. This would be akin to selling, I don't know, Coca-Cola's secret recipe or the blueprints to building a stealth fighter jet. Like, it is not for sale. End of discussion. The ban would be politically suicidal. I mean, to erase an app that has 170 million Americans weeks before the midterm elections, this was never going to happen. It was never an option to happen. So if the two options we've been given were never really options in the first place, then what is the real deal that they've cooked up behind the scenes? If you ask me, the real deal looks a lot more like a hostile takeover, because the real deal was never about ownership of data. It was about seizing operational control, and they began that seizing back when they initiated Project Texas. I believe that was in 2019, 2020. And the plan is for Oracle, who right now is housing the data from Project Texas, to become the permanent babysitter with a lot more loopholes. And in order for that to matter to you, you need to understand who is at the helm of Oracle, which is Larry Ellison, somebody I've talked about a lot on my channel and is arguably my arch nemesis. This man is anything but a neutral referee. He is one of the top donors and closest allies of the current administration. He is the largest private funder of the Israeli Defense Forces in the world. IDF, largest private funder in the world. He's a close personal friend of Benjamin Netanyahu's, and he just took over CBS with his son and immediately cut Stephen Colbert from the lineup after criticizing Trump. This guy might be the CEO of Oracle, but he is not just selling database software. He is the funder of a foreign military and a man who buys news networks to silence critics. This is who he is. And now his company Oracle is being handed the power to inspect every line of TikTok's code, to vet every algorithm update, and to effectively control what you see on your For You page. No matter how they end up framing this, this is anything but a sale. It's a hostile ideological takeover, and ByteDance might keep its financial stakes in the company, but Ellison's Oracle is going to seize all of its control. And the single biggest piece of evidence that tells me this has nothing to do with security and everything to do with ideological control is the fact that my dad works for the government, not like this administration, but for the state government. And as of right now, TikTok is still banned from his phone. He is told that TikTok is still not safe, and the ban is still active on his government-issued phone. It does not exist in the App Store for him to download. And why is that? Well, because the threat was never actually the app itself. It was who controls it. And the White House is confident that their guy now controls the narrative. So for them, it's a safe space, but for regular government employees or for everyone else who is told to abide by these rules, well, the rules still apply. The platform hasn't been secured by anybody. It's been weaponized by the White House. This coincides with the community guidelines updates that I made in one of my last videos. You know, how will content about the US military aid or the war in Gaza or campus protests, how is that going to be handled under the new rule against undermining trust in official institutions? When the switch is flipped during times of unrest, whose definition of unrest are they going to use? These new guidelines already target unedited media from civic events. Whose narrative is that going to protect? What does unedited media even mean? This isn't abstract either. It's about a platform that is central to global discourse and being guided by the hand of a man who has a very well-documented history and specific and powerful geopolitical alliances. So what does this mean for you and me? Well, I don't have any access to any internal memos. I can make some seriously educated guesses here. The algorithm is changing. You've probably already noticed it. I know I have. I'm talking about in the last 3 weeks, I've noticed videos that are more repetitive in my For You page. Like videos that I've already liked and saved are showing up again a day or two later, when that never happened with the old algorithm. Also, my audience is a lot less global. It's primarily US based. I'm hardly reaching anybody outside the US now. And the US version is likely already been surgically separated from the global algorithm. We're probably already lobotomized into a safer version that's easier to control. I don't think we're necessarily getting a new app. I think we're getting a new reality. It's not that we're gonna have to download a new app that's called TikTok US or anything like that. I just think that the app that we do have is being fundamentally altered from the inside out. Look at the global policy changes. I mean, the soul of the platform is being replaced. They've traded the risk of foreign manipulation for the certainty of domestic control. The White House has joined TikTok because they know that they've won. So
why is the White House making a TikTok account on an app that is banned? Government officials aren't even allowed to have it on their phone. Why are they making a TikTok account? Guys, what? What happened to professionalism? Can we all just agree this is a little weird? It doesn't matter if you're a Republican, Democrat, whatever. Like, this is just weird. This is odd.
I have some news right now. Many of you have noticed that I have been commenting on the White House TikTok account on every single video, demanding the release of the files or asking where the files are. Here's the thing, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to comment on every single one of the videos they post. Why? Well, the White House opened up a new media seat in their press briefing room. I applied to go and ask Caroline Leavitt these questions. And these are very valid, nonpartisan, objective journalistic questions. Where are the files? Why haven't they been released? Why hasn't the president maintains his campaign promise. And so this is my form of a press briefing. Do I think they're ever going to see it? Probably not. But let me tell you something. My comments have gotten more likes than the actual posts. They're the top comment on nearly every single post the White House has made to date. And I'm not going to stop. And so every time they open their comments, they're going to see me at the top asking these important questions. I'd love to be invited to the press briefing room. I'd love to ask them in person. But since I'm not going to get invited because I'm not a right-wing influencer, well, time to comment. Keep spreading the word. I'll do a full breakdown of everything you miss on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along for more.
You know what is making me laugh so bad is the fact that this man thinks he's gonna beat the Gen Zs at their own game, which is literally sitting on social media and scrolling. And to make matters even better, I'm not gonna say worse, TikTok, introduced that feature where you can put memes, picture memes. Ever since that came, sometimes I just scroll and then just go through the comment section just to see the memes, because they are hilarious. And this is exactly what the Americans are literally doing. They passed the vibe check. If you wanted to see how popular he is, well, I guess he's seeing. Now, yes, definitely there are those good comments, but when you look at it, the equation is not balancing. The amount of likes and then the comments is just not balancing. There's a lot of comments with just a few likes, and I think that tells you all you need to know. And for me, it wouldn't even be a problem. Like, think about it. First of all, no federal office is supposed to have an account on TikTok. They are not allowed. But he broke the rules. And the hate he's receiving is just there. And then to make matters worse, like, these are Americans. Yeah? These people will troll you, whether you can see it or not. Now you provoke them. What were they expecting? Like, seriously? Just provoking the people that are best at trolling. If there's anybody that is very good at building and trolling, America takes the trophy. And then to make, again, matters better, it's majority of the Gen Zs that are on this app that don't agree with him. And those are the ones. Now a lot of people are like, this is so funny. A lot of people are like, don't you think he's just leaving this as a catch? You probably will wake up with a National Guard on your doorstep because they know your IP. Because, this man is funny. He literally, like, if you troll him, it kind of hurts him. So he will come for you. Any political enemy that he has, he normally comes against them, like he comes for them. And so that kind of makes a lot of sense as well. But also, I'm going to say that Trump loves the attention. Trump loves baiting. He mastered the art of doing this. He loves, if time goes by and is not received, remember, he wants the Nobel Peace Prize, right? He wants to be the most popular president. So if the day wakes up and then he realizes attention has been, taken off him, he's gonna start something. And I feel like TikTok is also one way he's gonna keep baiting people. Yeah, he's gonna keep baiting people. And unfortunately, like you see, a crazy thing, I also realized that the people that are really trolling, that have been trolling him bad, those ones were blocked. They blocked them from the comments. So a lot of them were searching the White House TikTok page and they could not find it, only for them to realize, oh, we probably have been blocked. But also as a result of this trolling, a lot of people are like, this time around, we don't think TikTok is going to survive. Lots of people think there's absolutely no way TikTok is going to be kept for the US users. Now, the TikTok deal has already been struck, unfortunately, and US has to go on to something else has to be created for the US users. That is like a second version of TikTok. And this version is going to be isolated specifically for US people. Which means the White House itself coming on TikTok is probably to make sure that it surveils everything that US people put out there, right? So again, maybe to put fear into people not to really speak their mind. And let's not lie, this is a tactic to simply isolate the United States of America from the world. It's just literally to shut you guys out of the world. And it's not even about China is taking your data or anything, because if they were that much afraid, yes, the White House would not start this account in the first place. Yeah. But also, if you say this is still a democracy, then why are you trying to cover up for the things that are happening? Because he hates being criticized on the global stage. He wants to keep that image that he's the best president, right? But unfortunately, the world has started seeing him for who he is, because whatever he's doing is not just doing it to the US citizens, he's doing it to the other rest of the world as well. He's insulted quite a lot of people on a global stage, and all of these things have come out. Nobody is just faking or putting these as lies. So he literally exposes himself, but then he thinks that it is the people that don't like him that are causing the world to hate him, unfortunately. And for me, I feel like that's the reason as to why he wants to keep Americans isolated. It is what it is. I think, personally, I feel like he loves baiting, rage baiting people, and also he loves the attention. He knows people don't love him. He knows it. He knows people don't like him. But he thrives at the negativity. Because guess what? Some people think the more negativity someone receives, that's because they are doing the right thing. And I think that is how he convinces some of the MAGA sold out or sellouts that, we are actually doing something good. Look at the hate that we are receiving all the time. But people are actually asking for the right things. Yeah, he's starting and releasing everything else except the, Epstein files. And, even the people that used to, really be concerned about these files, the fire is not there anymore. But it's the memes for me. It's the memes. Hopefully this episode makes it out to you. It's for entertainment purposes only. I want you guys to let me know what you think. I hope you find a laugh out of this. I think for me for today, that's it. I do love all of you, and I'll see you in another amazing video. May God protect you, preserve you, watch over you, and heal you, and watch over your families and loved ones as well. Until then, it's Gracie here. Love you. Bye.